This is the Bagley Flyers News with your hosts, Molly Gunderson with the lunch menu, Hattie Nelson with birthdays, Jordy Kloos with the classroom corner, Christian Haugen with positive action, Gavin Erickson with sports, featuring Trexon Olson, and Ireland Sullivan with school announcements.
It's Roxy
and Rosie
for the lunch menu this week. Oh, wait, before we get into the lunch menu, are you ready to have your whole perspective on bananas blown out of the water?
Yeah.
Did you know bananas are considered a berry and strawberries aren't? You know what? Waiting is more exciting. I'll just tell you more after I give the lunch.
But what if I can't wait that long?
That isn't my problem.
On Monday, orange popcorn chicken, brown rice, broccoli, and pineapple.
On Tuesday, sub sandwich, sun chips, baked beans, fresh veg, and fruit cocktail.
On Wednesday, spaghetti with meat sauce, green beans, pears, and garlic bread.
On Thursday, chicken wrap with veg fixings, black beans, salsa, and peaches.
And on Friday, wild rice, hot dish, corn, mandarin oranges, and bread. Now, tell me why bananas are berries and strawberries aren't a berry.
Fruit is designed by botanists, also known as plant scientists. As a part of the flowering plant that contains the seeds, berries are fruit that stem from one flower and one ovary. Bananas fit in the definition as well as tomatoes, cucumbers, kiwis, and grapes. All of those fruits are berries. However, blackberries, raspberries, and strawberries are classified as aggregate fruits and not berries. Aggregate fruits are fruits that join together to form a larger fruit from a flower's many ovaries. Cool, right?
That's cool.
Bon appetit!
Here are the birthdays for this week. On February 23rd, Garrett Belfi. On February 25th, Stacy Goodwin. On February 26th, Davey Pagel. On February 27th, Amaya Derby, Austin Thompson, and Nicole Eckery. And on February 28th, Kaylee Jornet, Cynthia Moe, Oliver LaFerrier, and Emery Wiederman. Here are the summer birthdays for the first week of August. On August 4th, Jake Sack. On August 6th, Matea Michnow and Amelia Coyle. On August 7th, Serenity Peasley, Jace LaFerrier, and Mrs. Dahl. On August 8th, Kale Fox, Miss Carta, and Michelle Knudsen. And on August 9th, Bryson Hansen. Happy birthday to everyone.
I'm Ireland.
And I'm Jordy.
And here's this week's Classroom Corner.
Let's learn about Tennessee. Here's Ireland with your Tennessee facts from tn.gov.
Tennessee's state capital is Nashville and its state abbreviation is TN. Tennessee's state nickname is the Volunteer State, named for sending willing soldiers to fight in the War of 1812. Tennessee became the 16th U.S. state in 1796. It is the 36th largest state geographically, and its population is over 7.1 million, which makes it the 15th most populated state in the U.S. Here's Jordy again with the Tennessee's famous people and places.
Tennessee has a humid subtropical climate which makes for mild winters and hot, humid summers. Dolly Parton, a famous country singer, actress, and humanitarian, was born in Locust Ridge, Tennessee in 1946. Besides being a Hall of Fame singer, she started the Imagination Library, which is a monthly book gifting program for children under 5. She also started the Dollywood Foundation, which provides college scholarships, medical research grants, and other charitable initiatives. She also has a Dollywood theme park in Pigeon Forge, which is the most popular tourist attractions in Tennessee. If you like something a little more outdoorsy, you can visit the Great Smoky Mountains National Park in Gatlinburg, just up the road from Pigeon Forge. Here's Trexon with a Did You Know fact about Tennessee.
Did you know Mountain Dew was invented by Barney and Allie Hartman in Knoxville, Tennessee in the 1940s? At that time, the recipe started as something like a clear lemon lime soda. After it was sold to the Tip Corporation in 1961, they added lemonade to the drink. Finally, in 1964, it was sold to its current home at Pepsi, who added some orange flavoring and the neon greenish color. Today, if you visit Tennessee, you can find a historical marker honoring Mountain Dew on Magnolia Avenue in East Knoxville.
Finally, in language arts, we're learning about history, culture, and geography. In this area, we will focus on the importance of place in creating a sense of identity and belonging, and learn how every family has unique traditions that bring them together. Here are some book recommendations from Mrs. Hanty that focus on history, culture, and geography.
For younger students, we have Words Set Me Free by Lisa Klein Ransom, about the early life of Frederick Douglass and how learning to read was the key to his freedom. For older students, look for Schomburg, The Man Who Built a Library by Carol Boston Weatherford, about how Arturo Schomburg's quest to collect books, letters, music, and art from Africa turned into a cornerstone collection.
If you're looking for other book ideas, you can ask Miss Hanty for help.
Remember, learning is a lifelong process.
This week's positive action is a wrap up of the social and emotional unit. Throughout this unit, we have talked about how actions speak louder than words and what you do is emphasized greater than what you say. We have discussed how thoughts and feelings work together to help us make a sense of the world around us, and that taking a moment to pause, breathe, and think about our thoughts and feelings can help us make good decisions. We've mentioned how more kindness you show to others, the easier it will be to create new and lasting friendships. You learned about how giving someone respect shows that you care about their well-being and how they feel, which helps build positive relationships. Finally, we told you about empathy, which is when you notice the feelings of people around you and imagine what it might be like to be in their position. All of these ideas, actions, thoughts, and feelings, and friendship and kindness, respect, empathy, wrap up the positive action, social and emotional unit.
I'm G-Force,
And I'm T-Rex,
and here's what's happening in sports this week.
Last Tuesday, varsity hockey played in the opening round of the section tournament at East Grand Forks. Unfortunately, the boys lost but finished the season with an overall record of 15-11. Congratulations on a wonderful season.
On Monday, girls varsity basketball section tournaments begin as the team begins their march toward Minneapolis in the Target Center. Check the MSHSL website for an update on times and opponents.
On Tuesday, boys varsity basketball has a home game against the Wadena Deer Creek Wolverines, starting with JV at 6.
On Thursday, boys varsity basketball has a home game against the Crookston Pirates, starting with JV at 6.
Thursday through Saturday is the state wrestling tournament. You can stay up to date with the brackets by visiting the MSHSL website. Finally, congratulations to the 3 elementary robotics teams competing in the state competition in St. Cloud on Saturday.
Please check the athletics calendar on the school's website or your favorite social media platform to stay on schedule with dates, times, and opponents.
Here are this week's school announcements. Bagley Elementary will be doing a pop tag collection competition now until April 30th. Students can bring pop tags to Miss Lugger's 5th grade classroom, and the grade that gathers the most will win a prize. Looking to keep moving during the winter months, Open Gym is here every Sunday from 1 to 3 p.m. The book fair is coming Monday, March 3rd from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. There will be a free meal from 5:30 to 6:30, along with games, prizes, and store to buy your favorite books or series of books. We hope to see you there. We are deep into reading Mr. Popper's Penguins at the school. Here is Miss Larson with a Mr. Popper's Penguins fun fact.
Hi. Well, by now we all know the title of our story is Mr. Popper's Penguins. But do you know what kind of penguin was delivered to Mr. Popper? Well, it is called a Gen 2 penguin. And Gen 2 penguins are probably one of the most fascinating penguin species in all the world. They have bright orange beaks, white bellies, and black backs. And they're like the speed champions of the penguins in the world, the fastest. They can swim up to 22 miles per hour. And where do they live? Well, they mainly live in Antarctica and on nearby islands. They like to make their nests on rocky beaches using small stones, just like in Chapter 7 when Captain Cook was trying to build a nest and he couldn't find any small stones. They like to stay close to shore where they can find food, mostly things like shrimp, krill, and small fish. And they are the 3rd largest penguin species. They can get pretty big though, up to about 30 inches tall, which is around the average height of a 2nd grader. They can also dive really deep, like 600 feet deep into the ocean. And their babies are called, well, what do you think? Chicks, right? Baby chicks. And both the mom and dad penguin take care of the babies, just like Captain Cook and Greta did in the story. So it's pretty cool to know what kind of penguins we're actually reading about in our story. What I think is really fascinating too is they're known as being some of the friendly and most curious penguins. And we can definitely tell that in our story by the way Captain Cook likes to check things out and kind of get into some mischief once in a while. They're very curious and friendly. So now as we finish out our story, be thinking about Gen 2 penguins and all the cool fascinating facts about them.
It's time to test classroom comprehension with our last Mr. Popper's Penguins pop quiz. Let's see how well our teachers and students know the book. This is Mr. Popper's Penguins pop quiz. I'm here with Miss Conger. Here's your question in chapter 12. How many eggs does Greta lay?
10.
Yes. Which penguin likes to lead the other penguins in march?
Captain Cook?
No. Uzia.
Oh, I didn't know that one either. That's okay.
This is Mr. Popper's Penguins pop quiz. I'm here with Miss Gray. Here's your question in chapter 13. What do the penguins most like to do?
They love to march.
Yes. What does Mr. Popper bring into the basement to train the penguins?
Piano?
Yes. This is Mr. Popper's Penguins Pop Quiz. I'm here with Miss Sorgard. Here's your question in chapter 14. In two-page picture of the penguins marching off to the theater, Uzia is holding an American flag. Who else is holding an American flag? I can't remember. Ferdinand. What does Mr. Greenbaum want to call Mr. Popper's act?
Popper's Performing Penguins? No, wait. Him. He wants to do something about pink feet.
Popper's Pink-Toed Penguins.
Yes.
Have a good week.
Thank you for watching our latest newscast. If you enjoyed our news, please show your support by liking and subscribing. Also, don't forget to hit the notification button so you don't miss any new posts.